So this movie reflects in a really different way from what we have seen so far, because we are not used to have women in position of power, about power and the impact that they have on that the power has on society. So what do you think about this aspect of the movie, and how do you deal with fame?
And they want to make great work. And I think that she would have seen, Lydia Tar would have seen the von Karajans of this world fly aeroplanes and drive fast cars and spend as much time as they wanted in the recording studio and go to vinyl, because they're in the position where they can say that. And all of a sudden, she's in a position where the board is making that decision, because she's the right person at the wrong time. You have someone who has aspired to be at the top of that grand mountain when it's an autocracy, but yet she's living in a democracy.
So it's someone struggling with this position. You watch someone struggling with it, and in a way growing in the system, and you admire everything that happened in the system. That's what you know, but I gotta change it. So that is what we're all living in and what we're all dealing with. And what I find so beautiful in this film, that it is very nuanced and not judgmental whatsoever, but we can watch it and think about probably our own lives or not, but it's just something you don't get told what to think. You're being challenged in a very good way.
Oh, strong question.
I mean, you should answer that. I'm not an actress. So.
No, but you are now. And you are in Venice.
You are in
Yes, it is. I find it so powerful and interesting to bring these topics like that, with the woman in this power, in this position, which is slightly different than a man, because a woman has so few space and places to have this power, and so that a background, we guess that Tar had to fight like way more and struggle with a lot of things that men most of the time don't need to. And as you say before, it's a less offensive choosing a woman to do this, to put in this situation. It's slightly different, but also, of course, it brings this question about dynamic of power, which is very important in our society, to talk about this and take the time to talk about this.
But I can't really speak about the other thing. I am a 20 years old, still music student, and this is my first film, so I don't know, but I definitely am glad I'm working in this day and age and not 10 or 10 years ago. I mean, I've grown up seeing a lot of women in, big musician or roles of power in the music world, but I still would like to see more. I'd like to see more female conductors, and I think this film is really important in that we're starting to talk about these things. I think it's really